What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Kevin Durant and the Toronto Raptors and why this is a perfect fit for KD and the Raptors. For both sides, this would be a tremendous move. I think it would be beneficial to both sides, and this is very interesting. This offseason is going to pick up quickly, because Shams and Woj came out and said that Kevin Durant is really closely monitoring the Nets situation and considering options with his future. This now opens the path for Kyrie Irving to proceed on finding a new home via opt-in and trade. So this is getting interesting. And I think KD to the Raptors is a good fit for both sides. I think that's a very, very interesting thing, and I think it's unlikely, obviously. I doubt that KD will have the Raptors up there on his, where he wants to go chart. But I strongly think that it might be in consideration for him. The only thing about KD is he's 33 turning 34, so that's obviously not great, but he has not showed any signs of slowing down. And if he were to come to the Toronto Raptors, it would result in, runs at a championship. And in my opinion, I think the Raptors would win a title, maybe even more than one. You take a look at what he's done throughout his NBA career. His numbers have picked up, and he averaged 29.9 points per game. So 30 points a game this past year. The last time he averaged 30 points a game was back in 2013-14 with the Oklahoma City Thunder, when he averaged 32 points a game. This was his third best statistical season in terms of points. He had a lot of rebounds, good amount of assists. He was good defensively. He shot the ball well at 52%. Kevin Durant is no joke. There's no question, even at this age. He's expensive, but this makes sense for both sides because of the fact that he is he's a superstar, obviously, but because of what the Raptors already have in place, makes Toronto a smart place for Durant to go to, because he can come in and compete for titles right away. That's what KD obviously wants. He's a two-time NBA champion. He's won 2 Finals MVPs. He's a 4-time scoring champ, a 12-time All-Star. He's a 10-time All-NBA team. He won Rookie of the Year. He won an MVP. He is obviously fantastic. But this is a long shot, although I think it is a slim possibility. Growing up, the Toronto Raptors were always KD's favorite team. And he said over the course of his career he likes Toronto. He loves Toronto. It's a great city, great fans. Great team. He's really talked highly about the Raptors through his career. And when people bring up the possibility of him to the Raptors, he kind of puts his eyes on the situation. And he loves Fred. He loves Scotty Barnes. He talks highly about them, and the whole team really. They're well coached, and he knows that because he versed the Raptors in the finals, so he knows exactly how Nick Nurse works and how good of a coach he is. The only thing is, what will this cost the Raptors? And it would cost a lot. There's no question about it. Brooklyn's not going to give him away for free. And you would think it would cost the Raptors probably OG, Gary Trent Jr., 2 first-round picks, Malachi Flynn, that sort of package. It's going to be a big trade that I think, is going to be the Raptors basically salvaging the future. But we know that Masai Ujiri's not scared of making the big move. And I think that if KD were to want to leave the Brooklyn Nets, I think Toronto would be a possibility. I think it would be probably a top 5. Toronto would be a top 5 destination for him to go to. Just because of, like I said, the history of him, and the Toronto Raptors. Them being connected, him being a Raptor fan, him liking Toronto. So it's interesting. But KD is signed all the way until age 37, and he isn't a free agent until age 38. That is in 2026. He's set to make $42 million next year, $46 million the year following, $49 and then $53 million, of course, on that 4-year, $194 million deal with a average salary of $48.5 million per. So it would be an interesting situation if KD asks to be traded, which I think might actually happen. I think Kyrie ultimately ends up leaving there, and I think that would open the door for KD to leave. It's just a matter of him wanting to go to the Raptors, and I think that might be one of the teams he wants to go to because they're young, they're improving, they're growing, and they have the recipe to win a title. So we'll see how it plays out, but it's definitely going to be interesting. And you guys let me know your thoughts on the situation. I know it's a really big long shot, but I think this is a great fit for both sides, and I think it is something that people should keep an eye out on if KD asks to be traded. But that's all I got in this video. You guys let me know down below all that good stuff. Do you want KD on the Raptors? I wouldn't imagine any Raptor fan not wanting him to go to the Raptors, but you let me know all the good stuff down in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys new, enjoy the draft tonight, and as always, let's go Raptors.